Line with us right now, the head coach of the Los Angeles Lakers, JJ Redick. JJ, thanks a lot for coming on, man. How are you?
I'm doing terrific. How are you guys?
We're great, JJ, and it's great. By the way, congratulations on your extension. As you know, it's pretty rare that a first-year coach gets an extension, but you deserve it. You won 50 games in your very first season. Let me start here. Did anything surprise you in your first year as a coach? I mean, you're a pretty grounded guy. You kind of see the full board. What, if anything, surprised you jumping from player to analyst to coach?
It's interesting. I played for a lot of coaches, and there's a lot of coaches that had certain philosophies, practice habits, shoot-around habits, whatever it may be. And I kind of finished my career at the tail end of or the beginning, I should say. The tail end of my career was the beginning of this load management, and obviously
right.
There's different rules around that. And so, as you think about how you want to practice, how you want to do shoot around, what are you asking of your players on a daily basis outside of a game? You're sensitive to sort of both things, but the league had changed a lot. Even in just the 3 years that I was out of the league doing commentary and my podcast. So. A lot of this summer actually was trying to figure out what is the right method to make sure we have enough court time to practice the things that we need to do in a game.
So JJ, I followed very, very closely on social media Luka Doncic's unbelievable transformation. You were over there in Poland. You saw him. You've talked to him. I'm sorry. What's that transformation been like? How did he do it?
Yeah, unfortunately, I didn't go to Poland with everybody because it was my son's 11th birthday and the start of their school year. Otherwise, I would have been there for sure. But we sometimes other things are the priority. But I think being with him here when he came to sign his extension and then going to a wonderful concert at the Sphere of the Backstreet Boys. I don't know if you're familiar with that band.
Oh, yeah, we know it. I grew up on that band.
Okay, all right, so you guys know it. But no, being with him that day and in all our conversations throughout the summer, whether that was, beginning of the summer, the last meal we had together before we went back to Slovenia or throughout the early parts of the summer as he's making this transformation, I think it's the excitement. He's excited about this season, but there's a level of excitement that he has about his new routine and the new standard that he's set for himself. And as a former player who had a little bit of OCD with my stuff, I'm excited for him that he gets to experience this and really embrace all the things that are required to be at your best.
JJ Redick, Lakers head coach, is our guest. JJ, you issued a challenge to all your players at your end of the season press conference to get into championship shape. You just talked about Luka. He obviously took to your advice and got in ridiculous shape. LeBron's always in ridiculous shape. Are you confident that others listened to you and applied the same things that Luka and LeBron do? Or is it, I know you haven't seen everybody. Is it too early to say?
I've seen everybody. We've been in the gym with our guys, doing small group stuff. They've played pickup. At the end of nearly every one of those workouts, we've asked them to run and to do sprints, and the guys have been committed. We had our last run today of the preseason. There's a difference between playing in games, which
Sure.
You got to play in games to really get into it.
Yeah.
But in terms of a group-wide commitment to being in shape, I've been crystal clear on that since the end of last season. I was crystal clear on that when we had our vet mini camp in Vegas, and we were crystal clear on that literally every single day that we've been in the gym in August and September.
So I love the fact that you hung out with McVay, who's on our show all the time. You hung out with Tom Brady. I consider myself to be a lifelong learner. Like, I don't have all the answers. I guess that's sort of, you're absorbing new information all the time. Where does that mindset come from?
I'm not really sure because I didn't really care for school. No, I think, number one, I do have just a general curiosity about stuff. I'm the type of person who, spends an hour and a half going down a deep rabbit hole on ChatGPT. It used to be Wikipedia, but now it's me and my friend Chat. I think the other part of it is you have to ask yourself a question every morning. What do I need to do to be good at my job? And the answer to that is very different every day. Every day requires something different. The summer, to me, is an opportunity to grow outside of just X's and O's. I think a lot about the culture that I want to create, but not just create, sustain. And I just think you can pick I'm Sean McVay, Tom Brady. Like it's greatness. And why would I not take that opportunity?
JJ, last thing from me. You played for a lot of you mentioned you played for a lot of coaches. Of course, you played for Coach K, Mike Krzyzewski at Duke, maybe the greatest college coach ever. For people that don't know, JJ played for Stan Van Gundy. He played for Scott Skiles. He played for Doc Rivers. He played for Brett Brown. He played with Alvin Gentry. I'm curious, JJ, and now you have two good coaches sitting next to you, veteran head coaches in Nate McMillan and Scott Brooks. What's the voice in your head that you hear the most? Like, as you're developing your own coaching style, I'm sure you're repeating things that when they come out of your mouth, you think, where did I get that? And it probably came from somebody on that list. Who's the voice that you lean on most often?
It's a great question. I'm a pretty straightforward, authentic person, so most of the time it's myself.
Okay.
There was a time last year where I used the Coach K-ism, and as soon as I said it, I was like, "Geez, man." I don't. I think any coach that has played under Coach K, he is so good and so dominant of a coach. I think the tendency would be to say like, "Oh yeah, coach is the voice that I hear in my head every day." And it probably is, but I've tried my best as a player, as a vet leader, a mentor, and now as a coach to really have my own voice.
JJ, listen, it's great to get you on. Excited for the new season. We will see you soon. Thanks a lot for taking the time, man.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, JJ.
There's JJ Redick, head coach of the Los Angeles Lakers.
And, for people